Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about the new Fixa system as well as new armors and new weapons which are coming in at the end of January. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to go over is, of course, the announcement over here, preset skill balance adjustments coming in late January. We have confirmed that the presence or absence of preset skills in item drops and the difference in effects among the preset skills have a significant impact on gameplay balance. I'm glad that they finally realized this. And then they follow up with, following a review by the development team, we have determined that it is necessary to make an overall balance adjustment to the preset skills and to adjust some of the specifications related to preset skills. This issue was not identified in advanced playtests and checks. We apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused. The following balance adjustments will be made in an update in late January 2024. Overall balance adjustments to preset skills. Some preset skills will be made more powerful. Since this increase in power will have an outsized impact on the preset skill Fixa Termina, we will reduce the power of the Verschmael series Ever Bright unit potency accordingly. So for my friends who skipped the Verschmael weapons or simply just forgot what the weapon potential actually does, as we can see over here, Ever Bright unit level 6 is potency minus 14% but critical hit rate plus 100%. I don't think they're going to be changing the 100% crit rate, however I do believe they will be increasing the negative potency over here, increasing the penalty, simply because they are going to be significantly buffing Fixa Termina. As you can see right now, my Fixa Termina level 3 is critical potency plus 12%. I would not be surprised if this increased to 15% or even 20%, so that is why they are probably going to be decreasing the overall potency of the Verschmael weapons, simply because, well, you have 100% crit rate, and well, Fixa Termina increases your critical damage, so if they're buffing this, it's just going to be an overall damage boost for your Verschmael weapons. Now, for all of my friends that just spent a lot of money on their Verschmael weapons, don't worry, they are not actually nerfing the overall power. As you can see right here with the asterisk, if the preset skill Fixa Termina at level 1 or higher is affixed, it will be adjusted so that it is not weakened by the balance adjustment. So basically, the weapon is only going to get stronger or it's going to feel exactly the same as it is right now. So this is great news. Basically, they're just going to be buffing all of the Fixas, and one of the most prominent ones is going to be Fixa Termina, or the crit damage, which they're going to be significantly overhauling, as you can see right here, outsized impact. So very interesting choice of words over here, but nevertheless, I'm pretty sure it's just like some direct translation. But moving on to the second point over here, preset skill awarded through the enhanced preset skills. So we currently have the ability to put Fixas onto our weapons and our armors. However, if you guys remember, when this system was implemented in November, there were several Fixas that you could not roll for. So for example, Fixa Wix, Unwix, Blastor, Abandek, Orsis, as well as Increnza. These were not available through the enhanced preset skills. So let's say that you had a weapon with no Fixa and you wanted to get a Fixa on it, it was impossible to roll any of these Fixas. However, starting from late January, it will be possible to roll all of those new Fixas on your armors as well as your weapons, which is a very big deal since those new Fixas are incredibly powerful. And the cherry on top is the third point over here. The new support item, Add Preset Skills Level 1, will be added, which can be used to enhance preset skills. The Add Preset Skills Level 1 item can be used to add a random level 1 preset skill to a weapon or armor with no preset skill, even if you don't have the material item needed to enhance the weapon or armor. This item will be added as an exchange item for NEX cubes at the item recycle. You can exchange up to 3 per week. This is absolutely insane because of this part right here. Even if you do not have the material item needed to enhance the weapon or armor. So let's say you're like me and you have a Flugelguard weapon. Getting another Flugelguard weapon to get a Fixa is absolutely insane. Even with the new price drops, Flugelguard katanas are still going for like, 20 million, 30 million, somewhere in that range. So there's no way you can justify spending that much meseta just to add a Fixa and get that little bit of DPS increase. So I'm glad that they're adding the preset skill level 1, which you can exchange for NEX cubes, because I literally have like a bajillion NEX cubes and you are limited to 3 per week. but nevertheless, being able to get this and just throwing random Fixa ones onto your weapons and your armors is a very big deal, because this is the new direction that they're going with. This, in my opinion, is a really good thing, because this allows people who play the game a lot more to actually achieve something. Because right now, if you want a Fixa on your endgame weapons or your endgame armors, it's absolutely ridiculous. Let's say that you have a Flugelguard weapon like myself, and you want like a Fixa 2, Fixa 3, Fixa 5, whatever. It's pretty much impossible unless you whale incredibly hard, or you just get incredibly lucky and you use all of those resources. Because for example, right now, let's say that I want a Fixa 1 on my Flugelguard Katana. I'm gonna need to get another Flugelguard weapon that's gonna cost Maceta, and then I'm gonna need to smash them together, and it's not even guaranteed to give me the right Fixa or guaranteed to give me a Fixa at all. It's pure RNG, it's pure gambling, and it's just a pain in the butt. But with this new add preset skills level 1, this basically gives us 3 chances every single week to gamble onto your armors or your weapons. I do not think it is 100%, because as you can see, the wording over here is the add preset skills level 1 item can be used to add a random level 1 preset skill to your armor or your weapon with no preset skill. So I don't think it's going to be a 100% success rate. I'm pretty sure it's still going to be RNG, but at the very least, you do get 3 attempts every single week. Now, if it is 100% guaranteed, that would be very nice. However, something that I would like to know is, let's say that you roll a Fixa 1 attack on your Flugelguard weapon, and you're like, I don't want attack, I want a Bandak, or I want Fatal, or I want some other Fixa. Can you use the add preset skill level 1 to re-roll that level 1 into something else? That is something that I would really like to know, and I really hope that they do allow that, because you know, let's say that you don't get the Fixa that you want. Well, that just kind of sucks. It's like, well, this armor or this weapon is now kind of obsolete or not useful anymore. So you know, I really do hope that Sega doesn't screw this part over and actually allows us to, you know, keep re-rolling the level 1 Fixas until we get the one that we actually want. However, now for the big news that everyone's been waiting for. In addition, new weapons and new rarity of armor will be released in an update in late January. We plan to release more details about the above in the NGS headline on January 30th, 2024. So this is going to be really nice, you know, definitely tune in for the NGS headline, because new weapons, new armors, we're finally getting them. I know some people are a little bit upset because they did invest quite a bit in their current weapons, because when the NGS headline ended, the one that we had a couple days ago, they didn't mention anything about new weapons or new armors. So people are like, oh yeah, we're not getting new weapons or new armors, and they just went ham and invested a ton into their current weapons, like their Melik series or even their Flugelguards or whatever. And they're a little bit upset because they're seeing this now. But to be honest with you guys, they could have withheld this information and not posted this at all and just waited for the January headline and then released all this information then. So personally, I'm not too fussed about it. And as we all know, you don't need the newest weapon all the time. You don't need the newest armor all the time. This is really just for the min-maxers and people who play a lot, are going to be gear chasing and trying to get the new shiny toy every time. The regular folk, the regular player, you know, you can use weapons and armors that are like 1 generation or even 2 generations behind. It's not a big deal. So in conclusion, I feel like all of these changes are relatively positive. I do like the new Fixa changes because the Fixa system is incredibly outdated. When they first released, people were really excited. I was incredibly excited about it. However, it's just so freaking expensive and so annoying to get a Fixa onto your weapon. There's just so many layers of RNG, and each layer of RNG just gets more expensive than the last. So, you know, the great example is my Flugelguard weapon. I don't have a Fixa on my Flugelguard Katana because it's too expensive and there's so much level of RNG. Even if I do spend the money, it doesn't guarantee that I get a useful Fixa. I might get a really useless Fixa that doesn't even complement my playstyle. And that is just the worst feeling ever. You know, if you're spending 30 million on a Fixa and it doesn't even give you the right one, and it's like, oh, well, too bad, this piece of armor or this weapon is now ruined because you can't remove that Fixa, and yeah, good luck, have fun, GG. It just sucks. That feeling just really, really sucks. So I'm happy that they are rehauling the Fixa system. but they didn't really address the randomness yet, which is something that I am a little bit concerned about. I really do hope that even though they are giving us that weekly thing that we can roll fixes onto our weapons and armors, I do hope that we can keep re-rolling them to get the ones that we want, or even better, just give us a capsule that guarantees a specific fixa onto your weapons or your armors so you can choose. So that would be the best case scenario, but I'm not crossing my fingers on that. Sega really likes their levels of RNG, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's just random.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!